Thank God it's Tuesday. Hey man, I'll tell you what, man, these technological issues that I kind of work through as I'm kind of unraveling this new session. Hopefully it's all worth it in the end. So we'll see here. I was initially trying to do my DJI mic, but that kind of wasn't cooperating. So we went back to actual the Shure mic. I got the AirPods in there, so I don't have to wear the headphones. You see, your boy got the artwork in the back. I finally got that, man. We coming along here last week when I did this. Number one, it was on Wednesday last week. Number two, I didn't have anything in the background. This time I have my patents in the background. You see, I'm a big football guy, so we got the football patent, the helmet patent right here, the cleat patent. Then we got the shoulder pad patent up there. So we are kind of rocking and rolling. Hopefully you guys can hear this, man. Let me know in the chat. I know we have a couple people in here. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear this. Hopefully you guys can hear me on this mic. I know it's a little further away from, a little bit further away from kind of where I'm normally doing the interviews on another portion of the studio. But these, thank God, it's Tuesday sessions. It's to do a couple of different things. I do the interviews. I do the reaction videos. I do the Shark Tank stuff. Actually, I will be this Sunday out in Newport Beach, California. Definitely hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, as well as hit that subscribe button. I'll be out this Sunday to Wednesday. I'll be out in Newport Beach, California, doing live interviews with the Shark Tank guests at the resort, at the conference. So I'm excited about that, man. We kind of getting some last minute strings tied for that one. But again, when I'm doing these, thank God it's Tuesday session. Shouts out to ET Eric Thomas, because this kind of came into play or was inspired by his thank God it's Monday. Mondays, typically people are dragging at the beginning of the week. So he kind of started this thank God it's Monday series where, motivation, trying to get people into the week. And I think this thank God it's Tuesday is kind of inspired by that. You may be asking, what's the significance of Tuesday? Where every Tuesday, the patent office, at least in the US, issue the patents for that week. It's not like they're issuing some patents on Monday, they're issuing others on Wednesday, they're issuing some on Friday. No, every week, Tuesday is that day where the United States Patent and Trademark Office issue the patents that come out that week. And again, for me as an IP attorney, I'm trying to inspire you all to come up with a product, go through the process, whether you license it, whether you sell the product yourself, kind of really go through the channels. So with doing these Thank God It's Tuesday series, I'm picking 4 patents. They have to qualify or check 4 boxes, or they have to check a number of boxes. Number one, it got to be a small business. I don't want to try to get the patents and go through them from Microsoft or from Apple, one of these big corporations. They have to be a small business. Number 2, they have to have a commercial product. Newsflash, just because you get a patent, that doesn't mean that you have to sell the product. You can get a patent and just sit on it. We call those patent trolls in the industry, but you can get a patent and sit on it. So I want people who got patents, who are small businesses, who have an actual commercial product. Then number 3, man, you have to have some type of media presence, social media presence. You got to have a website and or social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or TikTok. So you have to have some social media presence, because it's rarely that you're going to do anything of significance with your product if you don't have a social media presence. So again, you got to have a small business. For those patents, I'm picking 4 of them. You have to be a small business. You have to have an actual product. You have to have and you have to have some type of social media presence. So we're going to talk through 4 of them. We got 4 good ones today. I want to see what you guys think about the products as we are going through them. I'm hoping I can keep these sessions to about kind of 30 minutes or so. So we'll see. The first one I think is going to be interesting as we kind of get that one up here to start with. Which one do I want to do first? I'm going to do this one first. I'm going to do the fetch one first. We're going to do Let's Go Fetching. So we're going to pull up this. Let me kind of pull it up here. When we're going through, go through the website, but we're going to also go through the actual patent. So let me kind of pull it up here. And first and foremost, see if I can do something really quickly, man. See if I can make this thing bigger. So this is their IG. We're going to go through the IG. Before we get off into the patent and read through that, we're going to take a look at their IG. So this is Giddy Toys. They have a couple hundred followers. We're going to kind of see what it is that this patent is all about, or this product is all about, before we get off into the patent. So clearly it's a pet product. Now I will say, man, if you want to have success And again, I'm going through it. I'm in the process of buying a company that should be closed in the next couple of weeks. But if you want to have success with selling a product, in my opinion, these are two type of industries that you want to have. You want to pets, whether it's cats, dogs. If you come out with a pet product that serves a need, you stand to make a lot of money. But the other one is women. And again, don't take this the wrong way, but women are going to buy some stuff. So women and children, if you got something that's kind of directed towards them, you stand to make a lot of money with the product. So women and children, and then pets. If like I said, you stand to make some money if you have those. But let's kind of pull it up and see what this is about. So it's a little bit of fetch. I guess throwing a rock old school way doesn't get the job done anymore. I guess it's a tool that helps you fetch. Let me see if I can go through another one. Hmm. Oh, frisbee style, baby. So what y'all think, man? You have to let me know what you guys think on this one. The next thing we're gonna do is pull up the patent. So let me and this is the website. It's $29.99. And as we're going through this, man, I want you guys to help me out. Let me know whether or not you will buy this for your pet. I know we got some pet owners who's watching this, dogs, whatever the case may be. Trying to see if I can kind of get out of here, man. What's going on? What is going on? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Boy, man, trying to work through this. Trying to work through this. Okay, you guys have to let me know in the chat, man. Would you guys buy this for your pet? It seems like it's $29.99. You buy four of them, four of them, $120. You get free shipping. We're gonna look through it. So get it, Max. I guess I'm not in love with the name, but it's essentially a fetching toy. Like I said, the old school way, man, you just get the ball and you just throw the ball, but apparently that's not going to get it done these days. So let's I do want to go through the patent here really quickly. And this is a good claim. I will say this. We're going to go through claim 1 of the actual patent. So this is the patent. This issued just last Tuesday, January 6, 2026. This is 12,514,232. It's called a projectile and launcher system for the entertainment and the exercise of pets. And you see the figures here, so forth and so on. This one actually only have 4 figures. We're going to go through this claim 1, which is on the right-hand side, which is a throwable pet toy. And this throwable pet toy this is actually a good claim, or this claim has some meat on the bone. This is not a super long claim. And some of the other patents or products that we're going to talk about, you're going to see the claims is extremely long. I don't want to say you don't want it. Sometimes you can't help it. But those long claims don't have a meat on the bone, which means that if you have to sue somebody, it's just an easy design around. This one, I'm going to kind of, man, IP, us patent attorneys have to stick together. So I'm not going to kind of critique it in that way. But we are going to go through it just so you can understand what it is that they're protecting. Because you see the whole pet toy, and you may be thinking, okay, I got to sell this exact same thing to be infringing this patent. That's not the case. If you're infringing the features of the broadest claim, or any of the claims for that matter, but in this case, the broadest claim, which is claim 1, you will be on the hook for patent infringement. So let's go here. You got a throwable pet toy that has a torsional projectile. So this is the projectile here. So you see the pet toy, 100, 110. The projectile is 100. So let's kind of go through the projectile. As a toroidal body, I'm not sure what that even means, comprises a circular axis, makes sense, when the circular axis is within a plane, and where that body comprises an exterior circumference, which is the outside of it, of the projectile, and an interior circumference, which is the inside of it. Then you got this flange. I was going through this earlier, and I was wondering, man, what is this flange for in the claim? But as you saw earlier, that flange allows you to kind of connect it to the actual the launcher without actually grabbing it. I guess that's one of the benefits of it, as opposed to you having to put your hand on this on the projectile, and it's all covered in dog slime and all that. You can kind of just tilt it up with your feet and kind of throw it that way. So this flange which is 200. You see this flange 200, flange 200. Is extending from the protruding from the body, perpendicular to the plane, and it's closer to the exterior. So this flange is closer to the outer circumference of the projectile than the inside. I will tell you what, as you keep going down here, the flange protrudes in a direction that's perpendicular. That's kind of, it's already said that earlier in my opinion, but I don't like the fact that it's saying at least 0.25 inches beyond the surface of the torsional body. That's an easy design around in my opinion, because if you do 0.26 inches, then you no longer infringe. So I don't like when you put specific dimensions. Now, if you have to put specific dimensions, that's cool, but you don't want to have to put the specific dimensions of your independent claim. Then, you got the launcher, and the launcher is pretty much this 110 here. So the launcher has a handle, which is here. You got the curved shaft, which is here. Then you got a projectile holder, which is this kind of U-shaped thing that the projectile goes in. So that's essentially what that patent is covering. I want you guys to let me know, would you purchase this for your dog? This is a sellable product, and this is from a small business. So you guys have to let me know that. Would you purchase this? It's $29.99. Hey man, back in the day, man, the old just get a ball that's a couple dollars of tennis balls and throw it. That's kind of my speed. But would you guys purchase this for your dog? You have to let me know that in the chat or in the comment section as we kind of move on to the next one. Move on to the next one and see what else we have here. Which one do I want to do next? I'll do this for the golf lovers. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna do this one. I'm not sure if Money Bash Pro is in here. I know I tagged him on this one, but this is a fishing lure for you fishermen. And look at your boy, man. Back in the day when I was growing up, I had to be like a middle school guy. I won second place in the fishing. For those of you who don't know, I'm from Muskegon, which is in Michigan. All us Michiganders we kind of do the hand thing. And right off of Detroit is like on this side, but on the west side of the state, right off of Lake Michigan, which is one of the Great Lakes, is a small town called Muskegon, Michigan. So the family, I mean, it was nothing for us in the summertime to go to the lake. Hey, cast the what's the name? Catch some fish, come home. Mom dukes them uncles, they'll scale it, and then we'll cook it. So that's kind of pretty much kind of how I grew up on the west side of the state. So let's kind of see here if we can kind of go through that product, the fishing lure. We have some fishermen in here. Kind of see what it is that they are protecting, and then let's see if we can kind of take a look at the website first. So let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can do this. Which one? It's a fishing lure. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is exactly what I want right here. Do we have any fishers in the house? Fishermen in the house? So before we take a look at the patent, man, let's go to the see, man, I want like a bigger video, man. I don't like these small videos. Here we go. Come on, I want to see the lure. So this is the lure that they got a patent on. This is for a big fish right here. Okay, here we go. This is a better example. So you see the fishing hook or the fishing lure for my fishermen that they just caught that big fish with. See if we can do one more video before we go to the website. It seems like they got them for big fish and small fish. We're gonna see what's so special about this this fishing lure compared to the rest. He got one right there too. Excuse the language, man. This is a family-friendly show, but sometimes I guess even the fishermen get a little excited. You see the fishing lure that he caught this fish with. Apparently that's a marlin. So you guys get the gist. Let's go to the website here really quickly. Man, this is, would you spend $50 for a fishing lure? That seems like that's a lot. That's a lot of money in my opinion. But this is the fishing lure that they got a patent on. We're going to pull up the patent here in a second, but I just want to kind of go through the website as well as the social media so you guys can get an idea of what it is that they've invented. Apparently, there's no fishing hook that's we're going to show you guys what it is that they protected. $50 though. I'm not gonna. We already went to the IG. I probably should have hit up their YouTube for real, for real. Let's see here. Man, that's a big boy. Mm. Hey, you know he from the South. So let's see what it is that they are protecting by way of a patent. So the picture to the, see if I can kind of blow this thing. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So this is the patent here again. This kind of January 6th. And this claim here to the right is the independent claim 1. And again, this actually has some good meat on the bone. You're going to see here a patent here to the second that it's a lot longer. So it's a lure for fishing configured to simulate a swimming motion while sinking. So apparently this fishing lure compared to others, and you guys have to let me know in the comment section or in the chat, it seems like this fishing lure is different from others because when you're in the water, as you saw in the video, this fishing lure is actually swimming as if it's a small fish. I'm not sure if other fishing lures do that, but this is the kind of the claim of one of the claim to fame with this one. So it's a body having a head portion. See, the head portion is over here. It also has a joint to a rear portion. Rear portion is over here, right here to the rear. The body defining the dorsal line, which is up top, a ventral line, which is at the bottom, this bottom curve line. Then they got 2 lateral lines, which is 20 on each side. Then it says wherein the dorsal line is continuously convexly curved through a terminal end of the tail portion. So it's convex up top through the tail end. Then the head portion defines the head ventral line, which is convexly curved, and the rear portion defines a rear ventral line, which is concavely curved. So that bottom portion is concave. That's another portion of the claim that they're claiming. Again, the claims is the most important part of the application. It's defining the scope of protection. So if anybody's coming up or creates a fishing lure, sells it, manufactures it, uses it, that reads on these claims, they're committing patent infringement. So the body also has a ballast. So this ballast here is, if you look at figure 2 on the left-hand side, that ballast is 26. And that ballast is located in the body so that a majority of the weight of the body is located essentially at the ventral portion of the body, such that a shape of the body and a weight distribution is configured to provide a lure with a simulated swimming motion. So it seems like, in other words, the body 26 allows it to give it that swimming motion as it's going through the water. That's pretty important, it seems like. Then the tail tapers, essentially a tapering tail. So if you look at figure 3, this bottom portion is the tail. It kind of tapers from the body here, which you can see here, X, and it tapers towards the end, towards the bottom. So that's essentially what it is that they're protecting. Hopefully, I want you guys to kind of learn how to read these patents because, again, number one, to make sure your patent attorney is not getting over on you. And number 2, to understand what it is that you need to infringe or what you need to, essentially do to infringe a patent. So that's the fishing lure that swims in the water. Hopefully, fishermen watching this, you guys have to let me know, is there really no other lure that gives that swimming motion? Apparently not. I actually like this product. Now, the $50, that seems a little bit of a stretch for me personally, but I actually like the product. You guys have to let me know if you guys like the product as well. Let's kind of move on. We got 2 more to go through. Then we will be done for, I guess, episode 2. The next thing that we're going to talk about is, which one do I want to go? We're going to go to the drinking lid. We're going to go to a drinking lid, and you're going to, so the first 2 patents or products, you saw the claims were pretty, they weren't that long, which means that, in my opinion, you have some good teeth on the bone. It's, it doesn't take much for somebody to infringe that patent. However, these next 2, which is dealing with golf, for all my golf lovers, as well as you see here the drinking lid for all my kind of health lovers, you can see these ones are a little bit more on the uh on the longer side, which is not necessarily a good thing. So let me kind of pull this up here, and we'll go through them really quickly. Man, let me know if you guys have any questions. It's probably going to be 1 or 2 times this week that you guys are going to be able to talk to a patent attorney. The boy billable rate is a little bit expensive. So if you guys any questions, please hit it. Please let me know in the chat or leave a comment. Please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community, and your boy be at Shark Tank conference here. So let's kind of go to is that Venus? Seems like they got SpongeBob. Seems like they got a licensing deal with Nickelodeon on this one, as well as Disney. That's pretty cool. So let's see what they have here. Seems like that's unavailable. Come on, man, get to the part with the. Okay, so this apparently is a blender. So apparently this is a lid that you can use with a blender. I actually think that's pretty clever. So typically your lids, and I'll tell you, man, I don't necessarily like the water bottle space because there's a ton of stuff in a water bottle space, which you're going to tell here in a second, water bottle, lids, things of that sort. But I don't think I've ever seen, you guys have to correct me or not correct me, but let me know in the chat or the comment section if you guys have seen this where you have a lid or essentially a blender that you can drink right from the blender without having to kind of dump it into a bottle or a cup. I've never seen that before. Apparently this lid was something that was new and obvious that they were able to get a patent on as I kind of pulled things back up. I've never seen that before. And I like the way they did the lid. I mean, the whole blender. Blend that thing up on the go. And then drink it right then and there. Let me know if you guys would buy this. That's pretty much it, man. Let's go to the website to see how much this thing costs. The drinking lid itself is only $15. Do they sell the blender with it? Man, what's the products? $15 is not that bad for the but you got to use it with the actual blender, I would imagine. So the drinking lid is not that much, $15. I'm trying to see if they have they don't even have these are just accessories. I'm not going to look through this thing all day. I was hoping that they got the cost of the blender. Oh, here we go. $60. That's actually not that bad. A portable blender set. Would you guys spend $60 on a portable blender set? That's not that bad. I thought it was going to be, and again, they didn't sold, or not even sold. They got almost 70,000 5-star reviews. It was $109. It seems like they half off. Seems like this company has 731,000. What's the name? That's all. Yeah, I'm just not a big water bottle fan, but I'm gonna show you guys the patent, but I'm not gonna show you guys I'm not gonna go through this patent, but I want to show you guys the difference between a patent that has some teeth on a bone and a patent that's going to be easier to design around. You see how long this patent claim is for number one? Look how long this patent claim is. I'm gonna highlight it. That's a long patent claim. The other ones were a lot shorter, which means that they have teeth on a bone. Now, sometimes you got to really limit the scope of your claims to get a patent on it, which you got to do what you got to do. But I can tell you what, it's going to be easy to design around this patent. So somebody spent probably like $10,000, at least $10,000 on this patent. That is probably not going to be a strong patent. So that's kind of the give and take with patents sometimes, where if you can get a good patent like those other ones that we had on the fishing lure, as well as that fetching toy, then I think it's worthwhile. But kind of when you have to have your patent this narrow. You see that claim one? You see how long that is? Man, that's tough in my opinion. That is very tough. But you see the patent here. Kind of see if I can. There you go. Similar thing. The lid is the only thing that they're patenting, but they have it still on a bin on a portable blender. So the lid is the most important thing, which they start to get off into a little bit more details in the later figures. But that's pretty much it. So you guys have to let me know. Would you guys buy that? Seems like they may be kind of going out of business. If I had to guess, I'm gonna reach out to them, see if I can get them on the platform. Then the last thing that we're gonna go through before we call it quits for today on what? Season 1, episode 2 of Thank God It's Tuesday. For you golf lovers, the Sky Caddy. So man, technology is getting so crazy these days that people are trying to any technology that they can come up with to kind of reduce costs, more effectiveness, then that's what they're doing. So we all know that golf, and I'm not even a big golf person, and I know this, it typically comes with a caddy, a golf caddy. It seems like the Sky Caddy is a combination of your phone, using your phone and a watch, and this system to so that you don't have to have a caddy, which I guess if you not trying to spend the money on a caddy or whatnot, it may be something worthwhile, even though I'm not sure if it'll get kind of like a caddy is still important for a number of other reasons. But again, to the extent that somebody wants to not have a caddy and wants to do this, then this may be up your alley. So let's kind of pull this up here. So the patent is on the right-hand side, or at least claim one of the patent, and the full patent is on the left-hand side. Let's kind of go to their YouTube to see what it is that they're doing before I kind of don't want to do this. There we go. Can I do this? I'm not sure if that's exactly what it was that I was looking for, but let's kind of go through some other videos and see what they have going on. Kind of go to the shorts. I don't really want to play the Sky Caddy Pro. Let's go to the Sky Caddy Pro. I think this is it. Let's look at the Sky Caddy Pro. So it came out last year. I like the name Sky Caddy. I think it's sweet. That doesn't show me no picture though. Come on, man. Show me what it is that it's doing. It's just announcing it. Let's see here. There you have it, folks. The 3 features of Sky Caddy Pro. I'll tell you what, man, I guess typically if you're just golfing for fun, I'm not sure if you're golfing for fun, whether or not you want to spend the money on this, but you know, it seems like it's something that they came out with that I want to see the cost of this thing. $500 for a 14 pack. These super tags, though, that's not the Sky Caddy. Let's see if I can go find out the Sky Caddy products. That's still $400 for the Sky Caddy Pro. Did y'all see that? I think it was $400 for the Sky Caddy Pro. Products. I just saw the Sky Caddy Pro. Yeah, watches. It's not showing it to me anymore. But I thought I saw $400 for the Sky Caddy Pro, which is crazy. But I mean, if you're a golfer and you want to kind of what's the name then? I guess this is it. I do want to say one more thing before I get you guys up out of here. So you see, again, similar to the last patent that we had, you see how long this patent is, this claim, this independent claim of the patent. Again, sometimes you have to do what you have to do, but that's a pretty long claim. Let me kind of get this banner out the way so that you guys can kind of see how long this claim is. That's a pretty long claim. That what I have highlighted to the right, that's all of claim 1. Now you saw with the fishing lure earlier, you saw with the fetch tech, the fetching device, those were a lot shorter claims, which means to me, generally speaking, it's always not true, but they have a lot of teeth on a bone. When you start getting long claims like this, that means it's going to be a lot easier to design around of the product. So is it worth spending 10, 15 grand on a patent when it's an easy design around? You got to make that decision, but be aware of that. So, and again, the reason why the claim is this long, because it's a lot out there that's in that area. Typically when a area is kind of saturated or has a lot of art out there, prior art, then you have to really narrow the claims to get something allowable. But if it's not a lot out there, then you stand a chance to have a greater claim or a claim with a lot more teeth on it. And I already know with the lid, the water bottles, man, that art is so crowded. So it doesn't surprise me that lid pattern was so narrow. Seems like it's a lot of golf stuff out there in terms of a visualization system. So just kind of be aware of that to the extent that you're looking to go into golf or a water bottle. And to be honest with you, I'll tell you to probably stay away from golfing or a water bottle unless you just got this a great product that kind of you want to come out with, or you want to burn through some money on a patent, because it's going to cost you. So those are my kind of 2 cents on this episode. I think this is a good one. Had a couple people in here. Let me know. Well, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. What do I have here? This Sunday through Wednesday, I will be in Newport Beach, California, live at the interview, Shark Tank founders, things of that sort. So be on the lookout for that. What else do I have here? I want to plug one more thing, man. Go check out the ebook, Got IP. Hey, your boy coming out with some products here soon. I'm about ready to close on the company in like about a week. And then that product, thankfully, the product could get shipped to me because it's already have orders, and then we get those out. So more to come on that. Then the swim cap, that's probably going to be a little bit longer on that one. So again, your boy coming out with some products. So kind of follow me live on that as I kind of go through this. And a lot of these principles that I'm coming out with and using in with the products that I have is shared in that ebook. So go check out that ebook. I'll be kind of taking you guys behind the scenes in my Patreon once I'm ready to start kind of really pushing that here in a little bit. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Thank God it's Tuesday, season 1, episode 2. I'm trying to think, man, because I'll be in California on Tuesday. I got to think, do I want to maybe skip next week, or do I just want to do it live from the Shark Tank conference? We got to see, man. We got to see. I got to look at the times and the schedule out there. But I may just kind of come to you guys live and do this. Thank God it's Tuesday out there next week. We have to see. Otherwise, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You guys take care. Peace.